And Bailey with the rip. Team Larry, you got to load that one up. Hey.
Oh, got a little wink action here.
Hey. There's a 10 seconds. The Warriors in the state final.
Welcome into the game 2 of our doubleheader tonight from the beautiful Kusel Stadium in the village of Mariemont, Ohio. This is game 2, the boys squad between Mariemont Warriors and the Reading Blue Devils. Big CHL matchup here, middle of the table for both squads in the CHL. And this game could have significant impact to move either squad. Whoever wins, they could be moving up to the top half of the table here. Good evening, friends. I'm Josh Semstrad. I'm joined in the booth for this game by my friend Joe Brodar. Joe, how we doing?
We are doing great tonight. It is a great night out for soccer. Not a cloud in the sky as we get ready for a kickoff to this great soccer game tonight.
Not a cloud in the sky, indeed. And now we're talking beautiful autumn soccer weather. The girls kicked off at 5. Mariemont Lady Warriors beat the Reading Lady Blue Devils 8-0. And at the beginning of that game temperature was 90 degrees down on the field, felt about 98 degrees. Now we're looking at an 85 degrees with a breeze, sun setting. So a lot better conditions for the boys. But again, my keys to the game are going to say the same as that first game, and that's going to be hydrate. Hydrate, 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 drink plenty of water. And if you're just joining us, this is game 2 of our doubleheader. We're going to see goals from the first half. We saw there's the first of 3 goals from Ellie Poindexter. She was the top scorer for the Lady Warriors. We see a few more here from a lot of the girls. They had, let's see, we've got Sydney Trish, Marley McGowan, Sophie Tolman, Kendall Dewey all had goals. An unfortunate own goal from Aubrey Link added to that lead. But as you'll see that one right there, but an 8-0 win for the Lady Warriors, and we are underway here with the guys' squads. And as we see a quick service in and a beautiful save, and the ball is scooted right back out. Boy, what a save there. From that was Nash Morgan for the Blue Devils, making quite a save. Almost squirted it back out.
Threw the ball out there before it crossed the line.
Watch your replay here. A nice service in, and just has to jump on it to prevent it from going into that back line. Quite a save there. Nash Morgan, the senior goalkeeper for the Blue Devils, 62 saves on the season. 17 games allowed. He had 3 tough games and where 16 goals were allowed, but aside from that, it's been lights out as Morgan leads the CHL in saves. We'll have a throw in here that reaches Andrew Mell. This time it'll be centered in, and Morgan's there. Morgan waits on it, and a big boot across midfield. Going to roll all the way back to the defense line. Trading possession a few times are the squads. Finally settled down by the Warriors. Near sideline, it's Luke Brothers. And quickly go the Warriors down the sideline. Now it's Kyle Krall. Krall going to come in. His shot is going to sail wide. Kyle Romick there to reel it in. He'll be back into the 18, and a shot on, beautiful save. Morgan lights out early on for the Blue Devils. And we are going to have a corner kick here, our first set piece of the game.
And you can see here on the replay, Kyle Morgan making an incredible save, knocking that ball high and outside.
Just got enough on it.
Jonathan Jory with the corner kick for the Warriors.
Oh, yeah, Nash Morgan.
Here in the near corner.
So corner comes in, rolls on the ground. Another beautiful save from Morgan.
Another nice save by Morgan. Another corner kick.
So we'll redo the corner kick. There was Josh McClory on the corner kick. He had Bates Gall and Noah Hoffer over there to receive it. This time another ground ball and another beautiful save from Nash Morgan. That's what you want to see, Joe, is the goalkeeper coming out, cutting that line off.
Absolutely. The further out the goalie is, the more angle he can cut off from that opposing player.
So now it's Reading the other way. They're going to try and center one in, but it's booted away. Zach McClory, the junior defenseman there for the Warriors to make the play. Here go the Warriors, a quick breakaway here. It's Kyle Krall. Krall's going to try and send it over to Brothers. Brothers working on a defender. Brothers at the top of the 18. He'll switch over and was looking for Will Stutenroth, excuse me. Another shot on a goal! Zach McClory floats one over and a lobber. Serviced in from Stutenroth, and McClory finds the back of the net. The senior gives the Warriors the early lead.
All right, and here you can see the teammate holding, getting the ball to McClory through the middle, and a beautiful kick that just falls right in under the bar.
Top shelf material there from McClory. Nice little rainbow shot he had on that.
At a perfect arc.
So early, it's the Warriors with a 1-0 lead. We're only 4 minutes into this match. Little history for you. Mariemont coming into the game fourth in the CHL table with a 3-3-3 record, 1-1-1 in the conference. That's win-loss tie. Reading comes in more towards the bottom of the table, but still running middle of the pack. They're 3-3-0, 1-2 in conference play. Big implications, Joe. If either of these squads win, they could move up to that second half of the table. And almost a shot on goal there. Gets by Morgan, but the Blue Devils defense line there to knock it away. And then this time an easy save for Morgan.
Morgan knocks it down.
Mariemont trying to make another run at another CHL title. CHL champs in 2016, 2015, 2013, and then we can go all the way back to 2001 to count their fourth title. Reading never had a soccer title, but they're looking at one of their best years, or best starts to a year that they've had in a while, as we see another quick attack come on and a shot that's going to get deflected.
Luke Brothers with the attempt there, coming up the middle.
And I think that was Grant Shaw who was the one that made the defensive poke there to knock it out. And we're going to have another corner kick, same near sideline that we saw from earlier. And this time it's going to be McClory to come over and take the kick. And after this set piece, we'll get to your players to watch for tonight. McClory, line drive. Gets shot right back up into the air. Colin McCarthy there to make the stop for the Blue Devils. And then it'll be booted away by Zach Schuler. Warriors still got the attack going. The throw-in comes into the 18. Jackson Stevens sends it in. Shot is immediately met by a defender. Kyle Krall trying to get a shot on there. He was stopped by Sam Quarry. Try and go the other way are the Blue Devils, and up your near sideline. Pass is going to be cut off, but one right back by Nick Parker. Parker doing battle with, that's Bates Gall over there. And the Warriors goalkeeper is going to come all the way out for that. Evan Werdenberger, the senior goalkeeper, with a nice save to come all the way out to the end of his 18. Joe, I know you were a goalkeeper on ice.
Yes.
Not on turf, but on ice, and you'll see him come out and do exactly what a goalkeeper should do here.
Oh, exactly. If you don't get out and wrap up those loose balls or those loose pucks, then it's open season for the offense coming in.
So we see the Blue Devils defense line bail out Morgan there. Still can't get it. Morgan with another save. I tell you what, Nash Morgan, he leads the CHL in saves, and we're seeing why right here.
shot wouldn't have counted anyways. The flag was up and offsides. So free direct kick here
for the Blue Devils, but a nice volley from Jackson Stevens. Two players to watch tonight for the Warriors. Number 7, Luke Brothers, the sophomore midi, comes into the game with 4 goals and 5 assists. See if you try and get one there. Morgan's out of goal and an emergency clearance.
Nick Lane with the defensive play there to break up that offensive strike.
Lane had to bail his goalie out there as Morgan was found way out of position, and we're going to see a goal kick here.
Yeah, Luke Brothers, player to watch, number 7 there. Number 2, Kyle Kroll, the sophomore midi. He comes into the game with 3 goals and 2 assists. Josh McClory, as we've already seen with his goal tonight, now 4 goals on the season and 3 assists, the senior forward leading the pack for the Warriors. And, of course, the goalkeeper, number 25, Evan Wardenberger, 29 saves this season, 13 goals allowed. Nice service in there, just over the head of Luke Brothers. Brothers sends it back to Zach McClory. And shot is just wide from Kyle Kroll.
Kroll shot just a bit wide.
You can see here on the replay, Kroll gets the ball open in the middle, and it gets, I believe, deflected by Jack Nash on Reading.
Yeah, I was about to say, everyone was standing around, keeping down on that third. I thought we were going to have a goal kick, but we'll have another corner kick, and it'll be that same set piece we've seen all night for the Warriors coming from near sideline. The corner from McClory, again, stays on the ground, and nothing doing there. He was looking for Bates Gall, and will redo it. Left the Blue Devils foot first out the back end. McClory's service, this time a line drive, far post, volleyed in, couple volleys, still in the air, at the 6, still volleyed in the air, and a deflection finds Morgan. Big boot from Morgan. Was looking for, Reading's looking for a foul there. They're not going to get it called. Number 5 for the Blue Devils. Apologize, don't have his number. But he was around getting guarded by 4 or 5 men in blue.
You can see a shot goes wide on an offensive strike from Mariemont there. See a goal kick from Nash Morgan once again.
So goal kick from Morgan comes out far sideline. Warriors settle things down, ground ball pass. It's going to be shot out the sideline. Nice defensive play there by Grant Shaw.
Looks like we'll have the throw in by McClory. Luke Brothers with a nice give and go to work the ball down the side.
Ooh, Brothers tried to get a Beckham bend on that shot, but it's still a little wide. Goal kick coming.
And you can see here he works it just up from the baseline and actually hits that with his left foot to try and bend that around inside that outside post.
And real quick, while we got a second, moments ago we saw Reading looking for the foul, trying to get the ball to number 5. That's TJ Manning Jr., the senior forward. And thanks to our Mariemont press box crew for getting that correct number for us. So So Mariemont going to send it all the way back from the far sideline back to Wardenberger. Wardenberger is going to send a big kick forward and finds a nice ball there, and it's into the 18. A little 2-on-3 give and go, and cleared out. I think we're going to have a foul called. I think he was calling offsides there. Let's see if we can see it on the replay. And he's going to get him for that trip right there on the left of your screen.
By our concession stand is open. Cold drinks, pretzels, popcorn, hot dogs.
So as we approach the midway mark, 1-0 your score. Warriors trying to work it in. They get into the 18. Little give and go action. The shot's on and wide. Little soft, but a good give and go opportunity there for the Warriors.
Warriors have been generating a lot of offense tonight. Werdenberger has only touched the ball a few times. It's been keeping it fairly down in Reading's end.
And we'll see a corner kick again near side. And again, it'll be Josh McClory, the older of the McClory boys out here tonight, the senior midi. He's tried to find younger brother Zach, the junior midi, a couple times, this time in line drive. Top of the 6, still in there. Shot's on, deflected by a defenseman, and it somehow rolls into the back of the net. I couldn't tell
I'm not
where.
quite sure who got that.
Yeah, I'm not sure who got that either.
It looks like it was maybe.
Across the line, hit the back of the net, into a 2-0 game.
So, yep,
like
that is Jackson Stevens just finds the deflection there, and sometimes that's all you need, Joe. A guy there to clean up the trash and put it in the back of the net.
When there's that much traffic in front of the net, anything can happen.
And we've seen on these set pieces that McClory's either taken the ground ball, quick kind of near post shot, or he's set that line drive to the top of the 6, and we've seen it work from both standpoints now. So 2-0 the lead. A goal from Zach McClory and a goal from Jackson Stevens.
We'll have a throw-in for Reading here. They've taken a little bit of control here, maintaining possession down on the other half of the field.
And as we get down into this other end of the field, we'll give you your players to watch for the Blue Devils. Wardenberger's going to come out, wait for his team to reset. For the Blue Devils, number 36, Nathan Profit, the senior midi. He comes into the game with 7 goals, 3 assists. Profit, he's close to the top end, getting near leading the CHL. Still down there around 4th or 5th. And we'll see a foul called here. It was Luke Brothers that was brought to the ground. Others players to watch, number 5, TJ Manning Jr., the senior midi. He comes into the game with 3 goals. Manning, he's feeding it up for this team, though, this season. 5 assists on the season for him. Number 14, Grant Shaw, 1 goal on the season for the senior. And, of course, the CHL leader in saves. So he almost has to make a save there.
Rated shot goes just over the bar.
So we'll see a goal kick coming from Morgan.
Okay. Morgan boots it out of there.
Morgan's shot gets out to midfield after a few volleys. Colin McCarthy trying to send it up for the Blue Devils. Can't get any help from his front line, though. And we'll have a throw-in for the Warriors. One back over by Schumacher. And sent back to Wardenberger. Wardenberger, a line drive.
Wardenberger gives it right there.
Stevens tried to corral it for the Warriors, couldn't quite get there, and it's one back over. Zach Schuler trying to maintain possession for the Warriors. He sends it back to McCarthy. McCarthy being worked on by a couple of Warriors there. And Manning again
looking for a foul, and this time he'll get it. About 23 minutes left to play. We'll see if they take, I imagine they will take a hydration break midway through at the 20-minute mark, as we did in the girls' game. Free kick is volleyed back towards midfield. And another foul called. Connor Ridge, the senior midi, working aggressively on Nick Parker there. So Parker draws the foul, and we'll have another free kick for the Blue Devils. Kick is going to stay near sideline, looking for Parker. Manning's going to come over and try and win the ball. He does, gets it to Parker. Mishandled, and a big shot over, and Werdenberger collides with the defenseman. Ball still loose, and Werdenberger outside the 18 has to kick it away.
Man, that's the shot from Nathan Profit to get it into the middle from the sideline.
So Profit finally getting some work for the Warriors, and I think we're going to have another corner kick here. That ball is going to roll all the way out towards the woods.
I believe it will be a corner kick. We've seen a lot of goal kicks from Nash Morgan tonight, but you know what that means? That means that Mariemont has been generating offense. They've been getting shots. They've been getting ball to the net.
Absolutely, and same goes for the corner kicks. We've seen plenty of them from the near side. This time it's from the far side, and it's Gavin Moore with the service. His service, though, straight to goalkeeper Nash Morgan. Morgan's going to give everyone a minute to reset. Morgan punts it deep. Can't find anyone in white. Kyle Romick volleys it out of bounds, and we'll have a throw for the Blue Devils. It comes in and is volleyed straight back. A nice volley, though, keeps it inbounds, and it's Connor Ridge. Ridge into the 18. He's got one man. He's going to shoot it himself and just gets wide for Connor Ridge. Just missed wide to the right there, did Ridge.
He had Gavin Moore coming down on the outside wing, looking for that back door.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to give it over to that back door, but he had the nice turn around the defender, too. Goal kick from Morgan sails wide, or goal kick from Morgan sails low enough for Connor Ridge to keep it and send it right back to Morgan. This time it's a high punt from Morgan. Volleyed out of bounds, but Josh Lawson over there working on the far sideline. He'll win possession after the throw. Now it's Manning. Manning will switch fields and send it back to McCarthy. McCarthy back to Manning, and Manning's going to try and get it down the center. Intercepted, though. A nice defensive play to come up and get that one. That was Bates Gall making the defensive play for the Warriors.
And under 20 minutes here left in our first half.
So we're under 20 minutes now. We'll see at the next stoppage. Which will be here if we'll take a water break. I don't think we're going to, though.
I'm surprised they're not going to take a break. I mean, I'm sweating up here in the
yeah,
booth. I can't imagine what they're doing out there.
Has gotten much cooler since the start of our first game of this doubleheader. The Blue Devils need an emergency clearance there. We'll have a throw-in coming for the Blue Devils.
Enters the game for the Warriors.
So the service in almost can't quite make it.
Over the crossbar. Goal kick for the Blue Devils. Taken by Mr. Morgan.
So we'll have a goal kick coming for Morgan.
Goal kick low out to midfield. It is picked up by Luke Brothers, taken back the other way. Knocked out of bounds here, and we'll see another throw back in for Mariemont.
Aggressive battle over there for that possession.
$14. Not quite yet. Now he goes in. Gavin Moore in for the Warriors.
We go, and we've got a sub in for the Warriors. Gavin Moore coming in. Picked off here, a nice defensive play from the Blue Devils. Played up here to Jack Nash.
Couple volleys back, and I think we'll need another corner kick here after the emergency clearance.
Luke Brothers there in the dark deep corner. To the stadium with the corner kick for the Warriors.
Brothers taking the corner kick this time.
Puts it up.
Corner kick off the post. Another shot on off the, wow. Two post
and a
shots.
crossbar.
Crossbar.
Woo. Warriors almost sneak away with the third goal there, and as a great broadcaster before me once said, Dean Lowry, you gotta load that one up. And a nice volley off the post there, surfaced in by Gavin Moore, and then a shot off the crossbar from Connor Ridge. So, and we saw that matchup earlier too, Moore and Ridge.
That we did. And I have to tell you, as a goalie, that sound of iron is the best sound in the world.
There he is. Big, deep sigh of relief for Nash Morgan. And that's going to be dribbled down into the corner. I think it got out the side. But I see our man Josh McClory jogging over there, so that must mean we have a corner.
Oh, no, it does look like a throw-in.
Nope, so McClory's going to come over and try and take the big throw. McClory's throw gets into the middle of the 18, but nobody's home. Corralled back in, though. And now McClory has it again. McClory looking to center. McClory services in, and the volley off the foot of Luke Brothers. Can't find the back of the net. It goes just wide. Watch your replay here.
You can see McClory with that nice cross right to the middle, and Brothers brings it down and gets it to the net, but can't quite get it just enough to the right.
We'll have another goal kick coming from Morgan with about just under 15 to play here in the first half.
Played back in immediately in a quick offensive strike here from Mariemont. I believe we'll see another goal kick from Nash Morgan.
A lot of goal kicks from Morgan. You were talking about that earlier. It means a lot of offense for the Warriors. Haven't had to call Wardenberger's name a whole lot, but when we have, it's been dire situations back there. The Reading Blue Devils, not as much time on attack, but the time that they have had has been quite dangerous. We've almost saw a few sneak in past the Warriors defense line. Nevertheless, a 2-0 lead. Volley finds McClory, who volleys it back up into the Reading half. And a nice spin move. Tap B. That was Luke Brothers with the spin. He sends it back out and can't find his man Connor Ridge. I think it's Ridge that's going to be the one taking the throw. Ridge, a liner into the 18, volleyed right back out by Manning. Finds McClory. McClory sends it back to Gall. Gall's going to switch directions here, almost intercepted, but brought back down by Comer. Comer's going to try and send it in.
into the 18 now are the Warriors. A nice touch, give and go. Can't connect, though. And the Blue Devils send it back out. Errant pass almost gathered up by Nathan Profit. Profit with 2 Warriors on him. Finally gets rid of it, and Profit can't quite get there. Still keeping it away from the Warriors, though, but finally gathered up by Fainstock. Fainstock going to take it in. A shot here is going to sail over and in between the crossbar of our goal and the crossbar of the yellow field goal post back there.
That's another shot from Ridge. He's picked up at least 3 to 4 shots tonight in this game. He alone is generating a good portion of offense. You can see right there on the replay, he just puts it a little bit too high.
And I believe Ridge was the one that put it off the crossbar a couple minutes ago, too. I know that was, we had Ridge and Moore back there that put a few off the post. Kyle Romick going to come in to boot that one out of bounds. And I tell you what, on that far sideline, our ball boy over there is getting some work. A lot of emergency clearances to that far sideline for both squads.
He's been doing almost as much running as they have.
Brothers dribbles it in himself. He's got a man open, a spin move, footwork, and just off to the side for Kyle Crawl. Brothers and Crawl worked with each other there to surface each other in a couple spin moves, but just wide for Crawl. So we'll have another goal kick coming from Morgan. Here's your replay.
See a nifty move there, and just off the outside of his foot, just outside that right post.
Boy, I wish I could dance like that, but I don't quite have the footwork.
Man, back in the day, in my prime, I might have had that footwork, but anymore, absolutely not.
So Crawl, another one, gets a little too much off his foot there, and it'll roll out the back end for another goal kick for the Blue Devils. 2-0 your score, though. If Blue Devils can turn the tides here and get a little more work past that blue defense line that you see at midfield right now. Still plenty of time for them to come back into this game. A very important game for both squads. A win could put them into the top half of the table. It's a big boot down, giving chase, and Wardenberger is going to wait, scoop it up. A skyrocketing punt. Boy, what a leg on Wardenberger. That was a huge punt that got way down into the attacking third for the Warriors. Nice boot there. Got a man open. A beautiful save. Are you kidding me?
An incredible save from Morgan.
Nash Morgan. The brick wall down there. And what a save from him.
Let's see here, that quick nifty pass through the middle, and Morgan makes that aggressive play to come right out at the ball.
I'll tell you what, a one-on-one, 5 yards out like that, and give the man some credit, and there's a reason he leads the CHL in saves. You just saw it right there. But another set piece off the corner for the Warriors. It'll come from the far sideline, high into the far post, gets by Morgan, and a goal!
Josh McClory putting that in off of his head.
What a volley by McClory.
McClory takes the corner kick there. Takes it off the head in the back of the goal.
You can see that ball come out of the corner right here, and McClory just splits between those 2 defenders and knocks it just to the side of Nash Morgan.
What a goal there by him.
Love to see who had a, couldn't quite tell who took that corner. And the Blue Devils take a big shot downfield all the way to Wardenberger. But Josh McClory adds one for the Warriors, and it's 3-0 now with just under 10 minutes left to play in the first half.
Brothers up to Kroll, who just played it back to Brothers right down into the corner. Looking for the cross there.
Ooh, nobody home, but that was a nice service in. Throw comes in to Stevens. Now it's back on the defense line. Sent back up, almost intercepted. Going to roll far and wide. Throw in comes from Comer. And I think we're going to have an offsides call here. We'll have a free kick coming the other direction. Excuse me, the call was a handball there. And I'll say I've seen a lot of awesome scoreboard graphics, but the hamburger helper hand in a soccer ball, I think that takes the cake for me.
That is up there.
Definitely in my top 5. So another throw in coming. Again, it's Comer. He gets it in to Brothers. The dribble drive and off to Comer. Back to Brothers, and he's going to be brushed off by Manning, and that'll roll out of bounds. Another goal kick coming. So a few substitutions here for the Warriors. Schumacher and Romick come out of the game and catch a breather. A lot of long passes back and forth, and finally it's controlled back by the Warriors. They take it into the 18 and stolen away, sent back out. Nice play by Nick Lane, the sophomore defenseman for the Blue Devils. Warriors bring it in off the throw. Ground ball service in, can't find anyone, and it's booted back across midfield. And we're going to have a chase here, but Warnberger comes out to the top of his 18 to clear it away. This time on the other end of the field. Oh man, the flag is up. I was going to say he looked offsides for me. Thought they might let him go, but
yeah, he just barely snuck behind that defender there. And this official on the sideline, he's been on those all night.
Yeah, near sideline official has been not letting him by at all. Far sideline judge hasn't really seen a whole lot. A lot of Blue Devils attack stalled out. I think they'll try and get one going here, but the pass is stolen away by Comer. Comer's going to dribble it in himself. Comer gets fouled, and I think it was just outside the 18. We saw a similar play in the girls' game that allowed Poindexter to score off the goal or off the PK. And yeah, the foul definitely occurs about, you'd say, the 14-yard line there, which is just outside. They're going to place the ball at the 11-yard line, which is just a yard outside of the football 11-yard line, which is just outside of the 18 box on the soccer field. So shots on, blocked by the wall. Shot was on by Jackson Stevens. Sam Quarry there to block it away for the Blue Devils. Now here come the Blue Devils trying to get an attack going. And they're going to come near sideline. Pass stolen away by Comer, though, and Comer's done great work over there on the near sideline defensively to cut out any attacks coming on that near sideline from the Reading Blue Devils. And a nice service in here. One-on-one. Morgan, he squeaks past him, and a goal! Will Stutenroth. So mark an assist down for Luke Brothers, mark a goal down for Stutenroth, and here's a replay.
You can see he's really breaking. It's a one-on-one race between him and the goalie. He makes one quick juke to the left. Nash Morgan bites on that, and he's able to walk right around and just lay it into the open goal.
I tell you what, that was some service in from Luke Brothers there. A great pass to squeak in between the defense line, and a nice job by Stutenroth to stay onside. So a goal from Jackson Stevens, a goal from Josh McClory, a goal from Zach McClory, and a goal from Will Stutenroth give the Warriors a 4-0 lead. Pass out from goalkeeper Wardenberger.
finds a man in blue at midfield. The Warriors are going to slow pace down a little bit here and then advance on into their attacking third. Up top is Brothers. Brothers dribbles back. Brothers to Stevens. Sent back in, another volley is cut out by that Reading back line. Warriors still trying to maintain possession, and they do. Now at the top of the 18, a shot is right at Morgan from Brothers.
The last one in there. Morgan picks it off.
And despite the score, Morgan has actually played fairly well tonight. He's made a few key saves on shots that you may not expect the save to be made.
Oh, absolutely. I tell you what, at the beginning of the night, I mean, it was lights out from him. But as we saw in the girls' game, when you just have a relentless attack like this going, eventually things are going to squeak by. And as many shots as the Warriors have put on tonight, as we see another one come here. No one there, an emergency clearance.
Colin McCarthy there getting that out of bounds to just get that stoppage in play and take a breather.
Absolutely. And at this point, I think if you're the Blue Devils, do you want to try and get an attack going with 3 minutes left to play, or do you just want to try and get into the locker room at this point?
That's a good question, you know, and I think it all comes down to the coaching style, really.
So big throw comes in, but Morgan there to catch it.
Big throw in there. Morgan picks it off by Cimino.
Morgan finds a man down on the far sideline. That's Profit. Profit going to try and slow things down, and his pass a little too long. He was looking for Sam Quarry. Throw for the Warriors comes in, finds Stevens. And another beautiful pass in. Morgan going to come out again. This time Morgan there to make the save. And that was that exact same play that we saw on that fourth goal. This time Morgan gets it done.
Does here you can see that nice up pass from Mariemont, and oh, there you go. You could see on the goal he made a quick move around Morgan. On this one he tried to shoot it right away, and Morgan was able to get in the way of that ball and block that from getting to the net.
This time it was Connor Ridge that was making the shot, and I tell you what, Ridge has had a lot of shots on goal tonight, but just can't find the back of the net. So this time another pass almost gets through, but Manning Jr. there to throw it away. Blue Devils finally get a nice pass in.
Looks like they're going to try to make an offensive strike here in the last minute of the game.
Nick Lane battling for possession, but Bates Gale is there for the Warriors. This time another service in and booted away, an emergency clearance from Grant Shaw, the senior defender. Big throw into the center of the 18, just wide. What a throw. That's Sam Ciano that was taking the throw for the Warriors. Sam Ciano, the throw-in specialist. Look how deep into the 18 this gets. That's a throw-in. I mean, from that angle there, not seeing the throw, you'd think it was a corner kick. But
oh, yeah. I mean, that landed middle of the net almost. Ooh, and I think we'll get a call.
No call there as we're at the end of the – that was Connor Ridge again, who was tripped up, and Ridge is just being denied every way possible. Nevertheless, though, we're at halftime. Mariemont Warriors 4-0 for the Reading Blue Devils. Goals from Will Stutenroth, the junior. Goal from Zach McClory, the junior. His older brother, Josh McClory, the senior, and Jackson Stevens, the junior, with your goals. Assists from Josh McClory, Luke Brothers, and Will Stutenroth. Joe, quite a game. Stick around. You're watching ICRC-TV. We've got the second half coming up in just a little bit here from beautiful Kusel Stadium in Mariemont, Ohio.
So there you are. Shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it. First impression. My way in. But, here's the thing. Can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Can one piece of paper really tell you my whole story? Like, that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or how anytime there was an opportunity, I was the first one to step up. Because I wasn't gonna let my life, my circumstances dictate who I was gonna become. And all of that determination, the commitment, the drive, that's me. And that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent, like me.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
Good evening and welcome back in to another ICRC-TV doubleheader special. Second half of Game 2 coming at you here. Josh Semstrot and my partner Joe Brodar on the call with you this evening. It is 4-0. The Mariemont Warriors lead the Reading Blue Devils. If you weren't with us for Game 1, we had the girls squads from these schools, and Mariemont won 8-0. So the men's squad for the Warriors trying to complete the doubleheader sweep of their rivals over at Reading, and we are underway here in the second half.
And of course, both teams sitting in a position to win this game tonight and move up a little bit in their division.
Yeah, both middle of the table. A win tonight would go a long way for the CHL standings. Mariemont with a 3-3-3 overall record and a 1-1-1 conference record. They sit at 4th in the conference. Reading a 3-3-0 record, 1-2-0 in the conference. That's win-loss tie. They're at 6th out of 8 in the conference, so a win tonight would mean a lot for either squad, but it's been all Warriors so far as they see another one get sent in and dribbled around Morgan. Two defenders get back on the open goal, and the Reading Blue Devils defense bails out Nash Morgan.
I believe that's Colin McCarthy making that big defensive play.
Yeah, indeed it is. That was McCarthy on Stutenroth that dribbled around Morgan. Stutenroth already got a goal tonight. Still at the 18. Reading pushing in against that attack.
A lot of traffic around the arc. Ball just bouncing back and forth between defender and attacker.
Yeah, finally gets back to Morgan. If you're just joining us, we thank you for tuning in to this ICRC-TV doubleheader broadcast. At the first half, Jackson Stevens, Josh McClory, brother Zach McClory, and Will Stutenroth, each with a goal. Will Stutenroth also with an assist, Josh McClory with an assist, and Luke Brothers, 2 assists on tonight.
You've got Josh McClory clearing it out there, just making that defensive play to get it out from right in front of the net.
So we've seen a few of these Warriors guys just come up short. Gavin Moore, Connor Ridge, Ridge has just been denied in every way possible as the Blue Devils get a shot off there.
I'm sure Connor Ridge has the most shots in the game tonight so far.
I'd almost be willing to guarantee that. Although he has not found the back of the net, he has had quite a bit of goals. Wartenberger, nice goal kick. Was looking for Kyle Kroll. Kroll trying to come down with it, can't quite get there. It's cut out by Logan Stidham, freshman midi for the Blue Devils.
And that was the first goal kick of the night from Wartenberger. We're seeing a rare offensive push here from the Blue Devils coming into this second half.
Yeah, but a nice ball here to Stutenroth. Morgan out wide for it. He gets there for the block. Can't quite rally it, and finally Morgan has enough to get on it, and Morgan with a fist in the air says no sir to Will Stutenroth. So big punt here from Morgan. Morgan leads the CHL in saves, and I'm sure he's going to keep that title after all the impressive saves that he's made tonight. Throw in coming for the Warriors. A lot of guys getting loose for the Warriors. Might see a few of the underclassmen make it in. A few volleys back and forth for the Blue Devils until it's sent back by Kyle Kroll back to Wartenberger.
Manning putting some pressure on
Yeah,
Wartenberger there, forcing him to get rid of it.
Thought Manning was about to get there. Coming near sideline, though, it's Will Stutenroth again. He tries to send it to Brothers. Brothers outside the 18 trying to work in.
Brothers still a nice back heel pass. He's got Jackson Stevens who tries to send it in, and it's booted out the back end, and we'll have another corner kick here.
It looks like we'll see Brothers taking the kick once again. And it was Brothers who actually took the kick on that goal earlier.
Yeah, that's a good point, Joe. We couldn't find out who took that kick earlier that was scored off the corner. But Luke Brothers, that was his second assist of the night. And he'll try and get another one right here, but it's punched away by Morgan. A nice job by Morgan to clear that out. Still into the 18, though, dribbling through defenders is Bates Gall. Warriors still trying to get something going here. It's sent back up into the midfield now. A nice volley in. Stutenroth, and he's blocked away by a defender.
I believe we're going to get an offsides call there.
I think we might. I think the flag was up. Offsides is called. Josh Lawson was there to make the play for and draw the offsides for the Blue Devils.
There you had Zach McClory fielding that ball and just knocking it out of bounds to stop play.
Going back to Luke Brothers, though, Joe, we were talking about the 2 assists tonight. He's just a sophomore, a midfielder, but he's got a lot of talent and a lot of experience that a lot of these guys might not have. Played a lot of Australian football, and the Aussie's got his 2 assists tonight, and then we were talking about he's got that. We had one of our press box mates come tell us that he was an Australian football player, and we were saying he's got that Australian hair flow going.
He's got that headband flow. Looks good, and he plays good.
So now a set piece for the Blue Devils as a free kick comes in. Line drive is going to be right at Warnberger, and he's going to get rid of it quick. Send it up to your near sideline. Received in nicely by Stutenroth. Stutenroth is met by a defender, but easily picked up, and now a give and go into the corner to Kroll. Kroll on the back line, just outside the 18, waiting for the rest of his mates to get up with him. He sends it back to Romick. Romick into the center. Back to Romick again. This time he's going to go back towards the corner, and it's Brothers that'll reel it in.
Warriors with some tic-tac-toe passing there to keep it away from the Blue Devils' defense.
Yeah, some aggressive play there, and I thought we were going to get a no call on each of that as the pushing and shoving was going both ways between Brothers and Jack Nash. Or excuse me, that was Logan Stidham. So now a free kick from deep in Reading's own zone. Big fall to the ground there from Logan Stidham again, but this time no foul called. Manning trying to get something going for the Blue Devils, and he'll give a little hand motion there to hurry it up for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils definitely come out and trying to set the tone this second half, I think. Ball just gets out of bounds off Manning Jr.'s foot. Throw for the Warriors comes in, and they'll scoot by, and getting past, and a one-on-one now for Kyle Kroll. Kroll comes in, almost skates by. What a save! Wow, I have no words anymore for this guy. Nash Morgan's playing out of his mind tonight.
That was an incredible aggressive move. He took a real gamble getting out there on that, and it paid off. It paid off.
Absolutely it did. I mean, he barely just got that second hand out there after he was on the ground. And Kroll is, in the past few minutes alone, tried to squeak a few by from Morgan, but Morgan is doing a nice job, and I know it warms your heart to see a goalie come out and cut off that line.
You know it does.
So a nice ball in. Can Brothers get there? I don't think he's going to. An easy pickup by Morgan. He's assisted by Colin McCarthy that was holding Brothers off. Morgan going to hold on to the ball for a minute. Morgan's punt comes near sideline, just over the head of Josh Lawson. Quick throw in from the Warriors. Kyle Romick dribbles around. The Warriors will switch fields now. It's going to be Zach McClory coming up the far sideline. McClory's going to dribble it in towards the center now. McClory's going to take it up the 18. His shot's just wide, right side, and we'll have a goal kick.
And goal kick for Blue Devils.
Goal kick is low and goes straight to Luke Brothers. Brothers is going to dribble in now. Brothers, a shot is going to just get wide for Brothers.
Just go wide.
And we'll see another goal kick coming out for the Blue Devils here.
Brothers almost got the far post on that. A shot stayed on the ground and just inches from that post. Let's see a replay here. He received it right off the goal kick, intercepted it nicely.
Morgan, I'm not quite sure if Morgan tipped that or not. I think it may have just gone outside and by in.
It did tip him because Brothers is going to take a corner. He's going to go far post with it. Nobody there. Ball's going to roll out of bounds, and we'll have a throw-in coming for the Blue Devils. Throw-in from Colin McCarthy. Stolen right away for the Warriors. Brothers is going to take it off the pass from Stevens. Brothers dribbling in. Brothers squeaks one by. Brothers with the score. Oh, excuse me, that was Kroll, number 2. Watch your replay here.
Finds the back of the net for the Warriors. Makes it a 5-0
I saw the
game.
2 and the 7, but I should look for the hair that we're talking about. So Kyle Kroll gets the score.
Another assist from Luke Brothers. That's his 3rd one of the game.
Yeah, 3rd assist from Brothers. And again, Kyle Kroll, I apologize, Mr. Kroll. Nice job. We've talked about at the beginning of the second half, he had a few that he was trying to dribble by Morgan. Finally gets his due. And that increases our lead here. 5-0 now. Dribbling back into the 18, but this time Morgan's there to stop and put that one away. And dribbling all the way in there was the freshman forward that's come into the game, number 21, Martin Eisenhower.
I think as this game has gone on, we've seen the Warriors kind of start to rotate some different players in. We saw it the 2 stoppages ago, right after that goal. Brothers actually subbed out and is now taking a breather on the sideline.
So I have a corner kick coming here. This time it'll be far sideline.
Sent in, line drive. Morgan comes out to kick it away. It's Kyle Romick over there doing work on the far sideline to try and keep possession. He does. Sent back into the 18 and almost a shot on goal. Can't quite get a clean look at it. And guess
Connor
who?
Ridge.
Connor Ridge again. I tell you what, and we saw this with the girls too. The Mariemont squads are doing a great job at spreading the ball out on attack. The Mariemont girls, they had 4 assists on the night, and we've got 5 assists on the 5 goals tonight. 1 from Stoughton Roth, 1 from Josh McClory, and then 3 assists from Luke Brothers. So Brothers could, if I'm not mistaken, as we see a pass ball here, Morgan deflects it off his legs. A lot of guys on the ground there. Mariemont fans looking for a foul called. They won't get it, though. This time it'll be far sideline, serviced in again, and almost a nice volley there. Rebound, shots on, score!
I think that was Jackson Stevens picking up that rebound right around the 10 or 15-yard line.
That indeed was Stevens, and we saw him do it earlier. That's just his second of the night.
You can see the ball drops right down, and he's just there to pick it up, and Nash Morgan cannot quite fall over to get to that ball.
I'm not sure if Gavin Moore will get the assist there. Gavin Moore was the one that had the initial volley off the service in. So it's now 6-0. And we'll have a running clock the rest of the way. The Blue Devils are going to put a little run on here. That's Profit over there trying to work on it. Just before that goal, we were talking about the assists. I would not be surprised if Brothers was now leading the CHL in assists. Don't have the power of live stats with us, but Brothers came into the game with 5 assists, which is 3 tonight. That puts him on 8 assists on the season. And the Aussie, a serviceman to his fellow mates in blue down there. Blue Devils trying to get a service in. Manning going to try and send one in. Bailed out twice by the Mariemont defense. Manning still has it. Manning a shot and a beautiful save.
Manning, that was a beautiful shot with some curve on it that
Yeah,
just
it was.
threaded the needle between 2 defensemen.
And look at him all the way back after he was all the way chasing that punt all the way back from Wardenberger, and he had to chase that down in the box as well. So, and I think we're going to see a card here after a nasty play. So referee's going to give him a talking to. Nick Lane was dragged down for the Blue Devils by Connor Ridge. And they're both going to get a card. So 2 bookings each, and they're both going to get sent off for now. Which is really a shame for Connor Ridge.
That is. You'd hate to see him go out on a yellow card like that just when he's been having such a lights-out night, just
Absolutely.
getting to the net all over the place.
And you see Nick Lane on your screen there. He's had to be the one to work on Connor Ridge all night, and he's done a great job. But this is partially the reason why Connor Ridge hasn't seen the back of the net for as much offense as he's created. And I think when you see a referee kind of pulling them both over, talking to both of them, giving them a card to both of them, it's let's settle things down, go take a breather and cool off for a little bit. So both men are working on that near sideline tonight, get a yellow card as we see our first bookings.
Absolutely. And here again, you see TJ Manning Jr. just absolutely working it out there. The senior, obviously, he has some experience. And like you said on that play right before the cards came out, he was working both ends of the field.
I'll tell you if so we almost see a nice ball in there for the Blue Devils, but it's going to be called back. We were just talking about Luke Brothers, who was a serviceman, feeding a lot of assists in with he came into the game with 5 assists, 3 tonight, now puts him at 8 assists. And I said he was probably leading in the CHL for assists, but TJ Manning Jr., he also came into the game with 5 assists for the Blue Devils. So unfortunately not as much offensive production tonight, but as far as hustle is concerned, Manning and Brothers are both right there.
What a big scoop up by Wardenberger there, making the aggressive play to knock that play down.
Warriors trying to make a few give and go passes, but it'll be stolen away. Josh Lawson, the one to keep it for the Blue Devils. His pass to Nick Parker, though, just wide, and a throw in for the Warriors. approaching the midway point here in this second half.
Pass to Romick just a little behind him and goes out of bounds.
Now between the pipes for the Blue Devils, 0-0.
So we'll have a goalkeeper substitution here.
Give Mr. Morgan a round of applause. He'll sleep good tonight.
Got 0-0 Max Miller coming in. No.
Let's double check on that. I think we've got Miller 0-0 for Mariemont. No, we don't see don't have a 0-0 listed for Reading Blue Devils. So we'll see if we can't catch that name for you by the time. He'll definitely be seeing some work as we see another attack get started here from the Warriors. Sent into the 18, a nice pass in, just a little out of the reach for Eisenhower.
And there's Manning again, making that clear on that big defensive play, playing both ends of the field. And the replacement goaltender in for the Blue Devils is Jacob Allen, the freshman.
Freshman, and he comes out and makes a scoop up there. Ball get booted out of bounds to the track. We'll have a throw in coming for the Blue Devils. Warriors trying to make a few passes forward, but have no choice to send it back to the defense line, and they'll reset. A nice ball serviced forward, and some great effort there by the Warriors down there. That's Gavin Moore doing work to try and keep that ball in, and we'll have a substitution here.
Jack Stevens, and 23, Fabricio Petrocoli.
So after the subs come on, we'll resume play with a Warriors throw in. They're going to do a few give and goes. Nothing really working for him as Kyle Romick tries to get rid of it. He can't quite get there, and we'll go the other way. Nathan Profit with the ball now. He's got a man in front of him. He's going to keep it himself with two defenders on him. But some nice footwork there. Some miscommunication, and Profit frustrated there. Him and Sam Corey were trying to get something going on that near sideline. Pass over to Timothy Spaeth, and Spaeth makes a nice pass to Fabricio Petrocoli. But guess who's there to cut it out?
Manning Jr. making another big defensive play.
And Manning Jr., a big collision with Petrocoli. And Manning's going to get called for the foul. We'll have a dangerous free kick here for the Warriors. So Josh McClory with the free kick. McClory, a line drive to the freshman goalkeeper, and he's got it. A nice job by Jacob Allen to drop down, put the bread basket over that one. So the freshman goalkeeper, Jacob Allen, just came into the game a couple minutes ago and has done nice work so far. And a missed pass there. Bates, Gall, and Kyle Romick. A little confusion there, and that'll result in a throw-in coming for the Blue Devils.
Nick Lane and number 10, Nathan Burns in the game for the Blue Devils.
So Nick Lane comes back on for the Blue Devils. That's of note because he was part of that double booking we saw earlier. His counterpart from that, Connor Ridge, still on the bench for the Warriors. So Lane will have to be careful now that he's back into the game playing with a card. Ball goes out the far sideline. Warriors practicing their passing, giving it back to the back line now. McClory going to dribble it up. Send it into Stevens. Stevens will go far sideline into the 18. Passes in and booted away by Manning Jr. And then falling on it is Jacob Allen. So as we maybe haven't seen as much offense as you'd like to see for the Reading Blue Devils, I will say that in the second half that the defense has looked pretty great.
The defense has been making plays. They've been stepping up in the right places. Although the Warriors have maintained kind of the possession of this and they've maintained kind of control over the game, we're not seeing a lot of those opportunities that they were getting in the first half.
Absolutely. Not as much traffic in the 18 as we saw in the first half. We see Stevens give one up. Now at the top of the 18, a shot's on, but stays on the ground. Jacob Allen, the freshman goalkeeper, again there for the Reading Blue Devils. Allen got I think it's a man bun, Joe. I'm not sure.
I believe it is.
I don't know. I don't know anymore what the differential is between a man bun and a top knot.
I'd never heard the term top knot before, so this is all new to me.
I'd like to be able to tell you what the difference between the two is, but I don't really know. I don't think I could ever pull it off, really.
Oh no, I mean, look at me. I don't have the hair for that.
Shot on again. Allen's there to corral it. Yeah, I don't think I could pull it off, and I don't think I'd want to. Like, I don't. Especially on a night like this, and they're lucky that they're the second game of the night and it's cooled off a lot. But earlier it was 90 degrees out, and I could not have a bun of hair on top of my head with 90 degrees.
Oh no.
But hey, more power to him.
He owns it. He's rocking it.
Oh yeah, he is, absolutely.
It's nice to see some good hair on that side of the field.
Right. We've got Luke Brothers with the Aussie Flow headband thing, and Jacob Allen with the man bun top knot, whatever you want to call it.
Played down the sidelines here, and a nice play out to the middle, but nobody home to pick that one up.
Yeah, it was a great service to the top of the 18, but nobody there for the Warriors. We will be back here in a few weeks, back to Kusel Stadium for Friday Night Football on ICRC. And we'll be back here for these two schools. At the beautiful Kusel Stadium. This is one of my favorite stadiums to come to, I think. It's just a very unique setting. And a very intimate setting for the fans. Nice backdrop up on the hill here in Mariemont.
Absolutely, just a beautiful field. And we've had some subs come in for the Warriors here. We've got Gavin Moore out, but we still have Connor Ridge on the bench.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll be curious to see if Ridge comes back into this game as we tick close to 13 minutes left to play in a 6-0 lead. And if you're Reading and you're looking for, see a service in there and a no call, close no call there. Ball's going to roll up at bounds and we'll have a throw in. Pedricoli looking for something. Pedricoli gets in. Ball's going to roll away from him. Noah Hoffer there to maintain possession. Hoffer still trying to get it in, and you hate to see that. Nathan Hoffer delivered one into the worst possible place you could deliver one. Logan Stidham taking one to the middle of his body.
Well, he's up with a smile now.
Yeah, at least he's up with a smile. Do they wear cups in soccer? I never wore a cup in soccer.
I probably would.
You'd think you might. He seems to be okay, though. Everyone's having a good laugh about it down there on the sideline.
Well, good spirits can go a long way.
You're definitely right. Anyway, if you're looking for any coverage, you Reading fans out there, we at ICRC-TV are, if you stick up with us on our social media, I'm sure you've noticed we've been trying to test out live coverage of your city council meetings on Facebook Live. And as we run those tests, we do thank you for bearing with us, as these are tests, and we hope to have those up and running at full strength very soon.
Looks like we'll have a corner kick here.
Yeah, I think we will have a corner kick. Yeah, I think this is only their second corner kick of the game.
I believe so, and it'll be Nathan Profit taking the kick.
Profit's got 3 assists on the years. We'll see if he can't service one in here to break the clean sheet off from Evan Wardenberger. Service is in, and a great service, but nobody home in the center of the 18. I think we'll do this corner again.
Yep, I believe we will have it, and this time it will be Grant Shaw making the kick.
This time it'll be from the near sideline.
Grant Shaw taking the corner kick.
And Shaw's corner is way back on the far post. Again, nobody home, but Profit's there to corral it and maintain possession until it rolls out of bounds. And a Warriors throw-in. Other Reading coverage that you can find, we were just out at Veterans Memorial Stadium for the game against Deer Park last week. And not the result that we might have wanted, Reading fans, but a great atmosphere and a great game nonetheless. A fantastic game and an early candidate for maybe one of our top 5 games of 2018, as it came down to the wire between the Blue Devils and the Wildcats last Friday.
Oh, a nice play there by number 8, Zach McClory, just to get his foot on that up behind him.
Yeah,
and
nice
tip that away.
Nice little heel click from him. We're under 10 minutes to play now. Sent in and all the way back to Jacob Allen, the goalkeeper.
He will lay that one on the ground. Back to Manning Jr. He's going to play it back to Allen. Played up into some traffic there. Manning, a skilled play with his feet to keep that in bounds.
Manning switches his fields all the way to the other side, but an errant pass is going to give the Warriors another chance. A few good volleys from him, and could see another attack coming here. Going to be booted out, and they'll keep it in bounds. Prevent another throw-in coming.
Another ball in the air here. And it seems like so far tonight, when the ball is in the air, the Warriors have been the ones to bring it down.
Yeah, generally, I'd agree with you there. As we see a service in here, Wardenberger's going to come out and easily grab it and quickly roll it out. Yeah, you've definitely seen, and it's not really a size thing, it's just you've seen the Warriors be in front of the play a lot more than the Blue Devils have.
Absolutely. They've been taking the inside positions and using it to their advantage all night long.
A few give-and-go touches there. Here comes Timothy Spaeth. Spaeth is going to shoot it over to the far sideline. He's got Nick Comer. Comer's going to give it right back in, trying to get it back into the 18. Spaeth is going to send it out the back end, though. So we'll see some substitutions here, including a goalkeeper substitution.
In the game, new goalie for the Warriors, number 1. Max Miller now between the pipes for the Warriors.
So now we have a goaltender substitution.
Yeah.
Number 1, Max Miller coming in for the Warriors.
Wardenberger will get a big round of applause as he comes off, as he's held a clean sheet here for the Warriors. And we'll see what the freshman goalkeeper can't do. Max Miller back there now.
Now we'll see as this game winds down. We've got a freshman versus a freshman in net.
About 6.5 minutes left to play. Manning down there to take the goal kick for the Blue Devils. Let's hear it for our ICRC crew tonight. It's been out here working the double shift to get here early for the girls' game at 5, and then stick around. You see him right there. Our man James Hill on camera. Producer Dean Lowry. Director Drew Lowry.
Everybody kind of look around and see up there. We have a lost set of keys. If you happen to find some,
A shout out to them for putting together another great ICRC-TV production, and a doubleheader at that. A few long passes back and forth. Blue Devils come down with it. Lawson tries to send it across, but the Warriors are going to maintain possession, send it back to goalkeeper Miller.
Seems like they've been playing a little more conservatively as this game winds down, just trying to get some of the newer players into the rotation and get them to start learning the systems.
Absolutely. You've got a few freshmen that have come into the game. Number 21, the freshman forward Martin Eisenhower, the freshman Max Miller back in goal now. So it's nice when you have these leads, especially in league play, to get to familiarize them with opponents that you're going to be playing regularly.
Absolutely.
As the years go on.
Looks like we'll have another goal kick here. Looks like Manning Jr. is going to be playing this one up. Heckled on the sideline there by Noah Hoffer. Played back up and just out of bounds by McClory.
A few substitutions here for both squads.
21, Martin Eisenhower enters the game. For the Warriors, and number 20, Logan Stone.
Blue Devils in the white, Warriors in the blue. Blue Devils got the collar thing going on, the European collar jersey.
Oh, that they do. I didn't even notice that.
I'm a big fan of the European collar on a jersey, but tonight of all nights, I'm not sure. You might want to wait till you get more into the autumn weather, because that's having a collar on.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's they've got to be burning up on the field. The big arcing throw here, played back by Zach McClory.
Warriors are going to try and get another attack going here. Giving chase is Eisenhower. Won't be able to make it as Allen clears this one, and
Ooh, I thought that was getting out of the stadium here for a minute. Just caught the top of the fence.
Very close to a ball in the woods there.
Warriors with a little bit of an attack going into the 18. Shot's going to be on, and whoa, just enough of a snag from Jacob Allen.
The combination of Allen and Manning there really secured that one and locked that play down.
And Manning's been a key for that all night, really. Working back there with both goalkeepers to bail them out when needed. And both Morgan and Allen have been, for the most part, lights out. But like we said, when you have an attack that is just this strong
Just
and
unrelentless.
yeah, never ending from the Warriors. We'll see a foul called here. As we tick under 2 minutes left to play here at Kusel Stadium, Manning will have a free kick. I invite you to follow us on all our social media accounts. You can find us at Facebook, ICRC-TV. Find us on Twitter and Instagram at ICRC-TV.
We would appreciate it.
Plenty of fun content for all of our wonderful communities that we are so privileged to cover each and every week. A reminder, I hope you tune in this weekend. We've got some exciting Friday night football games. I'm pretty sure it's our first GCL game of the year that we've got on Friday between the Baden Rams and the Roger Bacon Spartans. And then we'll also have some ECC action between the Loveland Tigers and Milford Eagles.
And we're under 1 minute to play.
Winding down into the final minute of the game here as the ball stays around midfield.
Blue Devils going to try and get one more attack. Don't think they'll get it, though, as they'll knock it back to goalkeeper Jacob Allen. Allen's going to hold on to it. A big punt out to midfield, intercepted by the Warriors. Almost a handball there, would have given the Blue Devils a nice last-second chance. As we tick down to 10 seconds, though,
9,
your final score is going to be 6-0.
5, 4, 3.
And the Warriors with a 14-0 night over the Blue Devils. The girls win game 1, 8-0. The boys win game 2, 6-0. The Mariemont boys squad is going to move to 4-3-3 overall, 2-1-1 in the CHL. So they got a good chance to move up into that top 3 of the table in the CHL. Reading's going to drop to 3-4-0, 1-3 in the conference. They might be dropping down. But Joe, overall, a fantastic game for both squads. Defensively, a great game for the Blue Devils. Offensively, we saw goals from Kyle Kroll, Will Stutenroth, Zach McClory, Josh McClory, 2 goals from Jackson Stevens, assists from Gavin Moore, Josh McClory, Will Stutenroth, and 3 assists from Luke Brothers. That'll do it for us here at Kusel Stadium on this beautiful night of double coverage. Joe, any parting words?
Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you all for joining us. Until next time, for Joe Brodar, Dean Lowry, our executive producer, Jason Dudley, they're ringing the bell here in Mariemont, Ohio. Until next time, folks, I'm Josh Semstrott. Good night, folks.